Hi guys, I'm Shmi and today I'm visiting Brabus in Germany to take a look at this, the 850 S Class Cabriolet. So I was here not too long ago having a look at the 900 Rocket based on the Maybach. This time though, we've got 850 horsepower, 1,450 Newton meters of torque in a rather elegant looking convertible. Now I haven't taken a look at the S Class Cabrio at all until now. I shot with an S Class Coupe, in fact, fellow YouTuber Solomon Drin's S Class Coupe a while back when I was out in California. But let's take a look around this. I'll talk about some of the modifications from Brabus, show you inside the engine bay, we'll hear how the exhaust sounds, and then we're going to take a look inside at the workshop and see what's going on at the moment. So I've been quite a regular visit to Brabus in recent times. I think you guys rather like seeing these cars in detail. I like coming down, it's a pretty cool place to be. They always have new stuff and cool stuff going on. For example, over there in the factory, there are a lot of G500 4x4 squares at the moment, so we'll see some of that later. But let's talk S Class Cabriolet. So this is, well, starts as the S63 AMG. So it's got a 6-litre twin-turbo V8. I'm going to show you inside the engine bay shortly as to some of the sort of upgrades you can see. There's a sort of aerodynamic body kit kind of conversion, subtle touches. If we take a look around, you've got the carbon fibre sort of intake lip over the top there, above the front lower spoiler. There's a new Brabus grille with a badge here that illuminates, which is kind of nice too. Nice little sort of elegant touch. 21-inch forged wheels, black finish with the red pinstripe, with matched calipers too with the black and red. So we come round towards the rear. You've got a similar sort of design style at the rear with the outtake finisher there, and then the carbon diffuser and the exhaust system and tips, the sort of traditional style quad exhaust dual on each side. Squared off finish, which I think looks very, very smart. The car itself, of course, is a very high specification. That is probably of no surprise. It is an S Class Cabriolet. It is designed for elegant cruising. And could you imagine what it would be like to be driving in this sort of down the French Riviera, although we do have rather nice weather to be enjoying today as well. So inside, a couple of other touches from Brabus on the interior. You've got the aluminium shift paddles on the back of the steering wheel. You've got a couple of touches down here with the pedals and the floor mats. And then you've got the side sill finisher, the illuminated side sill finisher too. And one very small thing we mustn't forget is the little locking pins with Brabus engraved on the top. If I jump in though, one feature I really quite like, well, apart from the whole inside anyway, because you've got these two giant screens in front of you. Let's start it up. And that's just awesome. New Brabus speedometer that now goes up to 400 kilometers an hour at the top end. Yes, the car does get somewhere near that, probably unsurprisingly through the power it has available. And yeah, there's a hell of an exhaust system on this car. Let's give it a listen. Way that cracks, just mega. You can actually turn off the exhaust or close the valves. You hear the double beep. Still loud, but slightly less snappy. And then if we open it back up, single beep to confirm. What a sound, the car, my word. I mean, let's just take a quick look around here while we're on the inside. You've got the Burmester hi-fi system, obviously pretty impressive. Seat controls here on the door. Everything you look at and touch is just awesome, and it's going to be even better because this car will get Brabus's sort of full interior trim setup as well, which I can show you more of on the inside. But everything you look at, just very, very elegant in style. The key here case you're wondering. Mercedes key, entertainment controls, armrest, big storage bucket, and some seats in the back. Let's go and take a look at the power plant that powers this beast. So engine release down there, jump out, get ready for this. Engine at the front, rear wheel drive of course, but this is a sight to behold. What a beautiful finish for an engine bay. So the 6-litre V8 with the Brabus modifications to make 850 horsepower and just shy of 1,500 Newton meters of torque. I mean, let me talk you through a little bit of what we're looking at. Air comes in through the front grille, comes up through this new carbon intake piece, where it then goes into this part that's on the underside of the bonnet lid, comes through, out through there, here, into the new Brabus filters, obviously larger, more air cooling. The main intake's into the engine, now made from carbon fibre with a larger diameter, so you can get more airflow through to achieve those performance figures. And then on the top, you've got the carbon fibre sort of tray finisher piece, just to finish it all off and make it look basically beautiful. And that's your power plant. There's obviously a lot more behind the scenes as well in the ECU and mapping and tuning and development to make all that work. But the power available is just mega. Absolutely mega. So I think actually I'd be quite interested just to see what the roof looks like. So let me demonstrate that. Rear deck opens. Fabric roof will fold up and over. And now you're good for all weather. To do the roof, you open up the armrest and you have the button in here. Press and hold, and it will close over us. Then we'll hear how quiet it is inside. Ah, there's even a little graphical display that shows you it's being done. Windows up. Close down at the rear. Let us know. Just the noise of the air conditioning now. Much quieter. Just sounds so good. Right, so this has been a nice little look at the S Class Cabrio, the 850, but I'm absolutely boiling from the sunshine out here. So let's go inside and take a quick look at what's going on inside the Brabus workshop. The 850 comes back into the showroom, but let me go for a quick little wander around here and show you what else we have, starting with the AMG GTS 600. So we've had a look at this car before. That does sound very menacing. Small sort of conversion package to here with the little wing at the back as well. Be interesting to see what they do with the GTR when that comes. We've got the 900 S Class, not the Maybach version, the regular S Class, but again 900 horsepower based on the S65's V12. The 850s are based on the V8, so that's the S63 850. Monstrous cars. Another S Class Cabriolet, excuse me. And then here we've got the C63 600, so 600 horsepower from the C63S. The car's now in. Come back wandering down towards the other end just to see what's happening down here, so bear with me 1 second. We've got a normal GTS here. 700, so they have all sorts of different power sort of conversion packages depending what sort of you're after. The Brabus Zero Emissions Tesla, Testarossa, Maybach Landaulet, and then some of the Brabus classic cars. Oh, even an SLR there too. So we will head for a little wander through to the workshop, see what's going on. Now this is always a treasure trove of activity in here, and I've been in a few times before, but the car of the moment right now is this, the G500 4x4 squared, and we've got a couple of them dotted around being worked on various stages, one up in the middle there, a couple down the left-hand side, amongst obviously the other models of cars as well. But let's come and just have a quick peek around and show you a couple of things. Actually, it isn't just the G500 4x4 squared, so that's a regular G500 in Mystic Blue that's being worked on here with the full carbon aerodynamic package and a few upgrades as well. Let's come over here and just show you I guess, the engine, which is currently something that's in development. So this is the regular G500, but they're working on some larger turbos as well, so that's going to come in the future. And I want to show you the inside of this grey car. It's going orange. So this is going to be grey and orange, flat grey. That's going to look quite cool when it's finished. So yeah, lots going on, keeping very, very busy in here. There's even a Bugatti EB110 up there, because Brabus still do the servicing. They have all the sort of full toolkit to do that in here. That looks quite nice. What are we looking at here? Power, that's what we're looking at. Lots of power. We've had a full look around the sort of materials, leather and stitching workshop before, and I filmed that on my full sort of factory tour here at Brabus. But there's something new I want to show you, which is the machine next to me here for stitching. So let's take a look at this, because this is pretty clever. You can program it to do just about anything. It can rotate and come up with all sorts of wild shapes and crazy like that, and then go across and just get everything absolutely perfectly, and obviously go straight back through the same holes, never waste any leather for anything, and you end up with some pretty, obviously, nice designs with the leather and Alcantara there. But if we come through here, you can create all of these kind of shapes where it can literally just go back on itself, make perfect patterns. I mean, obviously before you had the diamond stitch and the sort of regular stitch, but now you can do this kind of thing. You can just have crazy stitching patterns. Check this one out. The options are sort of pretty endless, really, with all of this, using a special machine for the purpose, which is kind of cool. Some rear G-Class seats that have been finished using that design. It looks pretty good. Let's take a look around this side too, where you've got the StarTech Bentleys being worked on. You can see up towards the far end. Defender here too. And then you've got this, the GLS, and this is the 850. So this is a development car. This is not yet completed, but we're able to have a quick sneak peek at it here. See how it's looking. Come and have a nosy at the interior too, which has been retrimmed and completed. So the S Class Coupe will be done to a similar standard, of course. Got the brown carbon fibre here on the dashboard. Nice finish and materials. Everything in here is super, super nice, as you'd expect. Just look at these sort of patterns that are made. Very cool. Carbon fibre extends through the doors too. Close that up and have a quick sneak at the front. Must stress that is development car, not yet completed, but nonetheless cool to have a quick look at it here. There's a nice little collection of Porsches on display in the showroom here. So the GT4, Boxster Spider, GT3 RS, and then a Carrera GT. This is the classics room, and let's just have a quick look around, because we've got some rather lovely 300 SLs here. Now that car, the SL Gullwing, and the 190 SL convertible have both been fully restored. And let me show you around, because this is one that hasn't. And initially I've just been looking at this and was thinking, how do you tell the difference? But when you look in closely, you can start to sort of see there are sort of some lines in the paintwork. I'm not quite sure if you can see one there. You've got obviously a couple of stone chips and light damages to the paint. You've got panels that aren't sort of perfectly aligned. You've got sort of rubber seals that are a little bit sort of old and wearing, and who knows what's underneath. So that's kind of how you can make a car fully up to scratch, by having it restored. And then you have one that you know is immaculate. That is the real deal in perfect shape. It looks rather cool in that colour combo too. Lots of other obviously nice Mercedes in the classics department here too. Having a wander around the car park here is like a playground of its own. We are surrounded by Brabus vehicles, like the G500 4x4 squares. We've got an S600 Maybach there. I wonder if that's going to become a rocket or something. Who knows? We've got an 850 G-Class just here. All sorts of different ones. S Class Coupes. I don't even know what everything is without going to look at it in detail. But there are also loads of the GLEs, because they've done a bulk thing with the GLEs going out to China. So there are hundreds of those literally parked up everywhere at the moment, which is kind of bonkers. Just look at these things. Look how cool they look. The converted cars with the hood scoop. Oh, move out of the way. GLE coming through. I'm safe. I'm out of its way. But we're going to get back on the road, head on towards our next destination. Loved coming down to Brabus as always, checking out the S Class Cabriolet. Pretty cool one. I haven't had a look around before. Oh, there's another one tucked in just there, I noticed. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the content. Always fun to visit Brabus, and I'm sure there will be many more stops here in the future. So make sure you're subscribed, check it all out, and I will catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.